Hey there guys, it's Jesse, and do I have a treat for you. For Rift fans or not. This is from last night on the alpha server, aka like the public test realm. This is patch 1.1's big event. Now, 1.1 is coming like in a few weeks, which blows me away. It has a new raid, new content, new achievements, new everything. And the way it starts out is with this giant world event. By the way, this is my awesome pre-made that my friend Mike started, but that I finished by going to a vendor and leveling to 50 automatically. It was hard work, but you know, I managed to push through it. Anyway, so what happens is Owlsbeth shows up and basically is like, "Come, minions of Regulos, let's own this place!" And the entire world is invaded. Every zone, everywhere, is invaded with death bad guys. And so what happens, as you can see, everything's taken over. That little town there, taken over. Everything's taken over, and so the entire world has to band together to rid the entire world of all of Owlsbeth's minions and whatnot. And so what happens is there are 3 named boss guys who spawn in every single zone, all 11. You can see it says Phase 2, 3 of 11. I don't know why it says Phase 2, because unless Phase 1 was Owlsbeth just saying like, "I'm here and I'm going to destroy you," I don't think there was a Phase 1. Maybe I'm wrong, but anyway, what happens is all 11 zones are taken over. And so everyone in the entire game has to participate in this. You can't, I mean, unless you don't log in, I mean, you can't sit this one out. You have to join in. And so what's awesome is they make it so everyone can participate. Now, the final event, I'm pretty sure you're going to have to be 50 for that. I'll show you that at the end. But it's really amazing what they did here. And it's no pushover. This is actually really hard. And some of these bosses, these zone bosses, take upwards of 45 minutes to complete. The very last guy definitely took a long time. And then, at the very end, I'm not even going to spoil it for you, but the final encounter, we'll say, is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen in my life. I can't imagine an uncoordinated group of raiders being able to do it. Like, you really have to have leadership on that thing, but I'll show you in a minute. There you go, my stupid medium settings finally loaded in the zone boss. You can see this is one of 3 zone bosses in here. 2 are already dead, apparently. On the Grim Harvest is the name of this quest here. And you'll notice right away I am a bard. I didn't want to be a bard, I wanted to be my warrior, but no one was healing this stupid thing, so I went and switched, which is why I don't have the intro to this recorded, because I was switching at the time, and didn't know they were starting it then. So yeah, that kind of sucks, but at least we have some healing now.
Come to me, Fallen Fae. You have accepted the Master's blessing. Come out and join me. It is time to harvest your new playmates.
And of course, Owlsbeth just completely taunts you the entire time. And I mean, just look around. You saw the maps, you saw the world, everything is taken over. I mean, this is a fight for the planet, basically, and it's crazy. Unfortunately, I don't think you can really grasp the impact of it, because this is an alpha server, and there are only so many people on it, right? Like, in this case, we have a raid of, what, 18? But I guarantee there will be many, many, many raids here. And it will be crazy. As you can see, this guy is no pushover. In fact, let's skip ahead through all these bosses I ended up recording kills of, because it would just take way too long to even just... I can't even ramble on that long. And through the magic of editing, here we are in Shimmer Sand, and we're fighting a guy here who's about to die. Now, what happens is he splits into 3 people, and I don't know if he has his own life or the 3 guys are his life, but when you kill them, it seems to hurt him more than when you just normally attack him. So, I don't know how this guy works, but the mechanic on it was pretty fun, and it took us forever to figure something out, but we actually killed him, as you will see probably right now. Right now. See what I'm saying? This guy takes forever to kill. This is like 1% life left, and he's still not going down. Right now. See? These guys are hard. Oh, see? He split into 3 guys, like I said. Now, these 3 guys, I guess, are his life. I'm not sure how it works, like I said. But you'll see really quickly after this that he'll die. At least I hope. Because that would be ridiculous if he kept living with no life left. And yeah, look at me just heal away. That's really all I can do is heal. Because no one else is. Good times on the Alpha. And there you go, that's an example of the damage these guys do. But he's dead now. And as you can see, we're at 10 of 11. Also, that's all the cool stuff I got. They have a new thing called Otherworldly Source Stone. No clue what that does yet, but alright. 10 of 11. The only place left to go is, of course, Stillmore, the last zone, which I don't even have a portacolumn to, which... Get ready to run there! So, after running for what seemed like forever through a million different mobs across a million miles of zone, I finally made it to Stillmore, and I got here just in time for the very last boss that needed to be killed. Now, I don't get any cool loot from it since I showed up in the last, like, 15%, but I still get to show you the final part of Phase 2 and Phase 3. And what's going to happen here is I'm going to cut to the live version of this, so you can hear me as it's happening and my stupid reactions to how epic this gets and how silly it gets. So, here you go. Well, this wasn't too difficult, I guess. I mean, I thought I was the only healer here, but clearly there are more now because no one's losing any life to this guy and he's almost dead, so that's good. Now, of course, if Mike were here, he'd be freaking out, like, yeah, we gotta have more buffs! Well, that's what you get for working late, buddy. Alright, Evil Stirs and Stillmore. A portal at Carbathos. One of them words I don't pronounce too well. Didn't learn that one in school. Thanks, American education system. Alright, well, kind of hard to not figure out where to go. Everyone seems to know where to go, so good thing I don't have to turn my brain on for that one. Just follow the pack and I'll travel with them, I guess. Oh, it's if we're going where I think we're going, it's the big main bad guy castle where you fought the Baron. For those of you who have done the overworld quest, where that huge raid has to get together to defeat the Baron, which means we're going to have to go through a bunch of elites. I am not sure how that's going to work with a poorly put together raid of both Defiance and Guardians. Now, we're not in the same raid, but there's several raids here. And, yeah, I want to point out, you may have noticed some yellow names. Some of the Guardians, because Guardian players are assholes, yes, you heard me, just decided to turn their PvP flag on, because there's nothing more fun than trying to wipe your enemies while they're in the middle of trying to save your butt from getting killed by, like that guy right there. You, sir, everyone look at his name, are an asshole. That stuff is annoying. We're trying to, like, fight, and if I use an AoE, I aggro you, and then all your buddies can kill me. That's like a dick move. I'm sorry. I know I'm gonna get flamed for that. Like, well, then you shouldn't be on a PvP server. It's not PvP. This is PvE. They're doing it to be assholes. And you notice they're all Guardians. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Their stupid squirrel tiger thing. I hate them so much. Alright, anyway. Looks like we were all grouping up there or something. Either way you go right or left, there's elites everywhere. So, I guess we'll stop and... I don't think anyone's stopping, really. Never mind. I guess this is like every man for himself kind of deal. Love it. Whoa, what is that thing? Never seen one of those before. It's awesome looking. Alright. So far, it's like sneak around stuff. Oh my god, this is every man for himself. Look at that. If you get aggro, they're like, screw it, you're on your own. This is ruthless. Yeah, I am staying as far back as possible. Let the heroes go first. I like how no one is, like, even communicating about it. They're like, alright, let's wait until someone stupid goes. Wow, you see how the raid shrunk, like, or at least the multiple raids that were here? The number of people just decreased when we hit that. We hit the elites and people are like, oh, hell no, I'll be back here. I love those guys who got up there way fast. But I guess they've come up with a secret strategy to get around it. Except it didn't do anything and they aggroed anyway. Bravo! For those of you who don't know, there's the current raid dungeon where you have to fight the green dragon guy. I think our strategy here is that they're going to go in there to summon people up. Those who might have been stupid enough to think that we were going to actually attack the elites down there and not just run through. So, idiots. But anyway, we're going to summon them, and I think that's what we're doing. And hopefully, I love how a bunch of people accepted that summon that didn't need to, but whatever. I've done that before. There's actually a video where Mike, Chris, and I, for those of you who are watching me for the very first time, Mike and Chris are like my compadres. I've known them since I was but a wee little boy. And we do heroics and raids and whatnot. And you can go look at the channel and see all the videos. But yeah, one time we were doing an event that it won't ever see the light of day because my rage quitting was so horrific. But we were in the middle of an event and one of the people in our raid apparently went to another instance in a dungeon on the opposite side of the continent and summoned us right before we were about to go into combat. And of course, I thought it was a ready check, so I click yes, boom. I end up on the other side of the planet and pretty much just raged out. So, I'm not even sure where that story was going. Like I said, I tend to ramble when I'm doing stuff like this, because we're running. I'm not sure what else you want to know right now. Alright, looks like we're all grouping. I always wondered what the Guardian, like, epic version of their tiger squirrel looked like. And it's just a tiger squirrel with armor. I don't even know if those are called tiger squirrels, but that's what they are to me. Tiger squirrels. Actually, they're like tails. Tiger tails. From Sonic. Not the drive-thru. The game. Shut up. I know right now you're like face palming. Be quiet. When someone else shows you this video, then you can go to them, and until then it's only me, you fools. And so we wait. Anyway, here's how I look. Enjoy. I'm a little mad I didn't get a chance to put on different dyes and ink myself up and look different. Because now I look like everybody else, but what are you gonna do? I just didn't have time. I would have loved to be like red, like the Red Ranger, or all green like a Robin Hood. I think it's really funny actually. This is I was talking about with my friends. I think it's funny that black is the only ink you can't just buy. You have to make it, and it's like a million bajillion plat to make. And I just think it's funny that if it was cheap, everyone would be dressed in black. Maybe something's happening now, I'm not sure. But of course, because you have to make black, and because black is so special, Mike, Chris, and I are gonna do it. Which I think is like a douchebag thing to do, like, we're the good bad guys in black, and we're so powerful. But, we're gonna do it anyway. Oh, now we're taking screenshots, huh? I guess this is like the wait for everyone to get there event. But you can see, from all the different areas around the world, these are the only people who made it. So I'm pretty sure this is going to end badly. Give a little free advertisement. Hopefully this makes it in the screenshot. Wink, wink. OMFGCATA, yeah! Anyway, from what I heard last night, they had roughly a little bit more than us. I think they said they had 4 raids of 20, though I don't know if that's true or not. But they all showed up here and were instantly destroyed. And I would be willing to say we have 2 raids, 3 raids of 20. And I really believe we're all gonna die horrific deaths. And I can't wait. Interesting enough, everyone here has either the mechanical mount or the tiger tails squirrel thing. But no one has the normal horse. No one has, like, the elite war turtle. No one has the gorilla troll thing. And no one has the, whatever that one is from the ice zone. Because these are all sort of pre-mades, kinda. I don't know. But I was mesmerized by that. I was like, what? I just noticed that. So yeah, apparently a dance party's going on here. I'm just trying to, like, make silly jokes while we wait. I'm also checking out some of these dances I've never seen before. Like that. He's doing, like, the splits and stuff. Doesn't matter, though. Because the Defiant Eth guys got the best dance. The Carlton is brilliant. Got some Bucks fans in the house. That's always nice. This is, I don't know. I really think I should edit this part when I make the video of this, because there's really nothing going on. It's just us sitting here dancing. Come, War Squirtle. Let us oh, it's starting. Yeah.
Prepare yourselves. I sense her dark power approaching.
In the name of Regulus the Destroyer, I offer the people of this doomed world a final choice. Kneel before the Endless and offer yourself in service to the Master. Or deny our mercy and see your soul.
What are people getting achievements for?
Slave or oblivion. The choice is yours.
Kneel.
Ooh.
Secret achievement. Kneeling.
Guardians, stand ready.
Awesome.
Feel the sting of the Vigil's wrath once again.
Your feeble gods are not enough to withstand
Damn.
the growing power of Regulus.
She Tyrion Fordring that guy.
On the soul stream, and every foe you slay only adds to his army.
Regulus defiles the heavenly stream. The gods will have justice.
Where's Asha?
The gods and their justice
Oh.
come to war. Today, the people of Talaran take their vengeance on the Endless.
Asha, your interference
Is saving your life, Cyril. Defiance, open fire.
Damn, we got cannons and shells.
Tired of you and your infuriating machines.
Wow,
are-
totally useless.
Maybe you'll rethink
Good
your
work,
rejection
heroes.
of the Master's power upon the hour of your death. Slaves of Regulus, prepare to serve the new generals of the Endless. The Master has plucked the choicest bits from the souls you dispatched in this world. He thanks you for your assistance.
Yeah. I'm gonna stand way back here. Because something's coming through that portal that is gonna kick our asses.
Shall wither, and the warmth will be
Slowly back away. Look how everyone's backing away. Oh my god, what is that thing? Look at the lives! Oh my god! Are you kidding me? Oh, this is gonna be a fun event. Wow. The rage quitting that will occur on that thing. Oh my god. That was ridiculous. So that's it for the live feed. I would not want you to sit through the countless deaths that occurred due to this event. Basically, after it was over, I figured out where I knew most of these guys from. They're all bosses from the various dungeons around the world. And it turns out that they have been buffed to, like, raid strength. And, yeah, all their abilities are still intact. And many of the things that you would use to beat them in their dungeon, like line of sight or tricks and whatnot, don't exist. They just raffle stomp you. We couldn't even beat the fairies, or this guy, or any of these guys without the help of a GM character. It was that hard. our raids would just crumble. And I think the reason why is, one, a lot of people don't have experience with the heroic versions of these guys yet, and two, a lot of people don't have experience in raids, let alone knowing what they're doing with communication, and not everyone is on Vent or on Skype or whatever, so people are just pooling, or it was insane. Plus there's Guardians and Alliance, and oh my god, I couldn't even imagine doing this on a PvP server. It would be the... Watching myself die again is one of the most depressing things in the world, by the way, but it would be the most insane thing ever. You'd have Guardians and Defiance openly hostile to each other. Meanwhile, you'd have these guys coming out of portals trying to kill you, who, as you can see, one-shot you for no good reason. I'm in, like, the best gear possible in the game right now on this character. Completely buffed, all of it rune-stoned and all that stuff, and still one-shot. This is insane. Now you can see our raids slowly start to dwindle as people get like just rage quitty and like, oh, this is so hard. But I think that's the point. It's a world event, and this thing has a lot of loot and a lot of special items that you can only get during this event. And I don't know what the timetable is on this, but I'm pretty sure that the whole thing's supposed to take a little longer than what we're doing here. By the way, this guy right here, for those of you who have ever faced him in his dungeon, you beat him by line of sighting this ability he just did to us, except no one got out of the way and there was no place to line of sight. I assume you have to run down the ramp and hide behind the wall there, but as you can see, instantly wiped the entire raid. As that guy said, right there, that is OP. Doesn't matter. That's how it works in the game. Frankly, I think they should keep it. In fact, they should keep it as hard as possible. This is that big of an event. Make it hard. Make people wipe for it. I love it. I think it's a great idea. And finally, we get to this guy who is the very last boss that we have to fight. He's one of the dudes from the Caldera. And I think it's because we had a GM tanking that it wasn't as hard as it should have been. But this guy was all over the place, and he was still pretty tough. But, as you can see, we still at least managed to live through it, which is okay by me, bringing an end to this phase of the event. So Owlsbeth returns for one final cutscene here that opens up the new raid, the River of Souls. So here you guys go. Enjoy.
Begone, Owlsbeth. Spare us your ramblings of false mercy. Words have but one meaning from the mouth of death.
When the Destroyer returns, he will devour every soul in this world. None shall escape his hunger.
And what of you, Owlsbeth? Turning tail to inform your master of yet another failure?
Impudent wench! Perhaps I'll bring him a trophy. Regulos could do wondrous things with your soul.
Regulos will have no more souls this day. Gods of the Vigil, I call upon you! Release your wrath!
Regulos shall have this world in time! Your bodies will weaken! Your machines will rust! And your fate will be lost! The River of Souls belongs to the Endless! Your souls have but one destiny!
You saved my life. I wouldn't have expected a virtuous follower of the Vigil to call on his gods to save a Defiant. But you weren't chosen for your virtue now, were you, Cyril?
And you were not chosen at all, Asha. I'd have been pleased to be rid of you, but your soul would be too great a weapon in the grasp of Regulos.
Very well, Cyril. Now that I'm not about to be plucked by the Destroyer, should I watch for a knife in my back?
I'll honor a truce for today alone in recognition of the shared sacrifice this day. Collect your dead and leave this place.
This fight is not yours alone, Cyril. I'm sending a scouting party through the portal to gauge the threat.
Spare me further blasphemy, Asha. I will not allow you free access to the Heavenly Soul Stream.
I never said. I was asking. Defiance! Tell Orpheal I'll need a support team immediately.
Guardians, after her! We cannot allow the Defiance to learn the holy secrets of the River of Souls. I gave my word not to spill your blood today, Asha. Tomorrow will be a grim day indeed.
And that's it, guys, as it loads into the River of Souls. That's something we will definitely take a look at in the future. But for now, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, all that junk. And as always, to be continued.